Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, me gesturing wildly for no good reason, as I do every single day. Yes, indeed, I do. I talk with my hands. As I like to joke, I say there must be a lot of Italian in me because I've always talked with my hands. Done that my entire life. Sometimes I do it a lot more, like when I got my webcam on. But still, I talk with my hands in real life. I'm always gesturing and such. Thumbs up? Except when out walking, because then social anxieties, I got myself pulled in tight. But that sort of thing. If you ever see me walking, say hi. Even if I'm like staring at the ground, because I'm like trying to just exist without the rest of the world. Because the rest of the world is very scary and frightening. Just because of social anxieties. I mean, not really, but if you see me out in the wild, out taking a walk or whatever, in Shelton or Olympia or whatever, if you recognize me, say hi. Please do. I don't mind. I think it's great. It's awesome. I've talked to people in real life. It's been a while. It's been over a year since I've seen anybody in Olympia that came up and said hi. But that was nice. Somebody came up and actually said, "This may sound weird, but are you nearly senior citizen?" And I was like, "Yes, thank you so much." But like I said, it's been about over a year or so yay, thumbs up on that. There was something, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about it too when I was coming up here into the room, because my mind goes completely blank when I turn on my webcam, just entirely. That's why I do everything extemporaneous off the top of my head, because when I turn on my webcam, it's like a whole new world. Because everything that I was thinking of before, completely gone. And so I'm trying desperately to remember anything that I wanted to talk about, so that the empty time isn't just filled. Well, no, so that the empty time is filled. I mean, because all of our time is empty time. We're all just waiting to die. There is no meaning to existence. There is no point to any human activity. But you know what? That's okay. That's very freeing. That just means you're not trapped into any one course of behavior. Because nothing matters except for what you put into it, you can do whatever you want. You can become whoever you like. You can do whatever you want. I mean, within limitations, of course. There's economic limitations, there's educational limitations, there's business limitations, there's our entire world, especially here in the United States, is made up currently of the people who used loopholes and ladders to climb up to their positions of power, and then as soon as they were there, erased the loopholes and pulled up the ladders that they used to get there so that no one can follow after them. It's become, in any position of power, a very smaller and smaller, more insulated number of people, because as they make it up, they pull up the ladder so that no one can follow. So unless you've got money, you're not going to get money. And that's life. I mean, within some certain degrees, because there's always opportunity everywhere in the world, and if you can't do it where you are, you might be able to do it someplace else, depending on why you're moving. I mean, there are people that do geographic cures for their addictions. That doesn't help, because they say, I drink when I'm here, so I'm going to move to another city where I don't know anybody. I'm not going to drink there. And then so they uproot everything and move. But geographical cures don't work. You gotta change the behavior that makes you do things. And so people who do geographical cures just end up in the same behavior patterns in the new location, and so everything just follows the same pattern. What has Herfenerf? What does that have to do with anything that I'm talking about? Absolutely nothing at all, because I cannot remember what it was, anything that I was going to say. And some of the things were kind of amusing. Well, semi-amusing, not incredibly amusing, but they were just little observational things about software and games and the world that's happening now. One thing that has happened that I think the letter of the law should come down as hard upon these people as is humanly possible, because someone finally got killed. And it's old news now, but someone finally got killed from one of these swatting things that people do think it's oh so funny. Get the SWAT team called out. Yeah, some innocent guy got shot to death because two idiots having a dispute over $1.50 over a CSGO game. Someone got swatted and shot to death. Has nothing to do with anything. He was just a third party. The people involved with this one should be crushed by the full weight of all the legal stuff out there to show people that this isn't funny at all. It has never been funny. This has been a tragedy waiting to happen, and now it finally has. I mean, of all the dumb reasons to die because two idiots got involved in a pissing match over $1.50 over an online game. Good Lord, these people need to have their lives destroyed so that for the rest of their lives, when they look at themselves in the mirror, they remember this is why. But that's just my viewpoint on it. I'm one of those people that when it comes to, eye for an eye, vengeance, that sort of thing, I don't believe in eye for an eye or any of those sort of things. That just leads to bad blood that leads for, fighting for generations, if not thousands of years. But at the same time, as a pencil and paper role player, you say and have some of the most vile things that you can have, just as, and it's not really vile, but it's like killing your enemy is not good. And that implies even today, because if you kill somebody, they're just dead. They're just dead, they're gone. There's no more punishment from that. Yeah, non-existence is its own punishment, but they don't know. They're gone. So you don't kill those people you want to punish. No, you maim them. You mangle them. But you let them live. So every day when they look at their broken, mangled body in the mirror, they know it's because you got pissed off at them, and they should not have done that. And that's what I mean by having the most vile sorts of thoughts, because it's like, well, yeah, that just makes sense, doesn't it? If somebody's going to do you wrong, you're going to make sure that every single day that they wake up and limp to the mirror and look at the scars on their faces, they'll know it's because they pissed off the wrong person. Now, of course, that just leads to more bad blood and then more revenge and more killing and more hurting and more people being damaged and lives destroyed. So it's not the right way to do things. But when you play pen and paper RPGs of a medieval fashion, those sort of thoughts really start to come in easily when you want to make a point in your gaming. And it's evil, but at the same time, it's human nature. Hey, you screw with me, you are going to pay the price. Now, I don't really feel anything like that in real life, because I understand that life is not black and white pencil and paper stuff. Everything is shades of gray. Nobody wakes up and says, today I'm going to be the bad guy. Everybody is the hero in their own story. Even the vile people in government that go off and do, they condemn 9 million at-risk children to not having any health support, any health stuff, which just happened, and giving 1.4 trillion to people that already have so much money it's insane, doesn't strike them as they're being bad. No, they're doing the right thing because they're the hero in their own story inside of their head. Doesn't matter that for the rest of us, they're a cartoon villain, but there you go. Now, what I do want to do, because I love my little hamsters, is I have in my little cage right next to me, well, not my little cage, his little cage. I don't live in it. I do live in a cage, but it's a great big cage, and I pay for it every month. It's my house. But his cage, he doesn't have to pay for it, except, he does. He pays rent by being small and cute and fuzzy and warm and alive and letting me pick him up. That's his rent. Now he's confused because where did his house go? Where's all the warm stuff? Where's everything that smells right? No, he's not scared by my smell. He knows that my smell may actually mean safety, so he's not worried. But he's a good little cutie. This is Bat Ears McGee. He's getting older. His actual name, of course, is Patches Jr., named after his mother, Patches. I'm really shaky today. I don't know why. Huh. I guess I haven't been eating properly enough. Yeah, I think I've had, well, last night, one of the housemates actually made dinner, but before that, I'd eaten things like graham crackers for like 2 days. And graham crackers do not include everything needed for life. So yeah, I really wish I could eat better. I don't have a ton of money for like food, and so I don't eat well at all. I've got hamster bedding all over my little drawer there. I'm also trying to make sure my chair is aimed properly, because it's like, it shows it being turned like this because my spine is turned in such a way that I got mild scoliosis. Luckily it's just mild, but my spine turns on the inside like this, and so I can't lay on my right side anymore because of the way my spine turns. It's like a plate. You know, if you put a plate so it's like a bowl, it sits well on a mattress, but you flip it over so it's like this. You try to press it downwards so it sits flat, and you're just hurting the plate, and you might break the plate by smashing down it. That's the way my spine is now when I lay on my right side. So thumbs up. It's a good thing? It's a good thing in that it's good to be alive. Hey, my lava lamp is starting to work. I turn that thing on the first thing when I get in here. I don't really treat this as a job per se, because I don't look upon this as a job. But, I mean, I do this as therapy, primarily, because if I don't make videos, if I don't talk and process, then I'm not able to. I'd sleep 99% of the day instead of just 75% of the day. It's bloody whether or not I don't sleep well, so I keep falling asleep. But without processing, without my vlogging, I'd be sleeping all the rest of the time too. But without all this stuff, I got nothing to do but just sit and stew in my own juices and think about how much I miss my wife. And I don't want to do that. That's not healthy. And I can't just walk all the time. So I look upon making videos as therapy to get me over the death of my wife. And that's the way it's been, well, since the very beginning, since I started up my channel to save my life. I was desperate. I was waiting to die. And finally, out of desperation, I reached out to the only thing I could find, and that was YouTube. Made a channel, grabbed hold for everything that was worth, and I'm still here. I am still alive. Thank you, each and every one of you, because you have saved my life. You do. You did a very good thing. Thank you so much. One of the reasons, like I say, I keep making videos, therapy, and as a thank you to each and every one of you for having saved my life. It is a very, very good thing. I like being alive. I like metabolizing. Metabolizing is a good thing on a daily basis. I don't want to go from aerobic activity, which is what we have now, it's oxygen-based, to anaerobic activity, which is, of course, after all of my cells have died and all the non-oxygen requiring bacteria and such in my system start to cannibalize the rest of my body as I rot. Yay, don't want that kind of metabolizing. Hopefully nobody else does either. Really, death is too permanent. Just, you don't need to. You can stay alive, even though there's no real point to life, even though there's no reason to keep living. It's better to be alive than to be dead. It really is. It's a definite thumbs up, and I'm going to hang in there. And I'd like it if you hung in there too. A very, very good. Now, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left comments. Now, I'm not reading the comments right now, so that whether it is a good comment, a bad comment, an indifferent comment, the fact is you left me a comment. Thank you so very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. That's a good thing. On top of my wife dying, I've got I'm clinically depressed. I got bipolar disorder. My wife's cat committed suicide. When one of my little hamsters here died the other day, it just precipitated an existential crisis with waves that are still crashing around in my skull. So not a good place inside my head, so thank you so much. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I try desperately to remember the things that I normally say. I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at non-English names. We aren't even good at English names, but I do my best. So it's 20 to 25 people. So once again, it's John Reimer. Thank you very, very much. Blur Tuts. Blur Tuts? Thank you very, very much. I sure hope I got the name right. Thank you very much. Jayscene, Jaeyscen, thank you very, very much. Koftelock, I sure hope I got your name correct. And Atrospector, thank you very much, greatly appreciated. Flopsy Cat, heck of a name, thank you very much. Mateus Bulger, greatly appreciated. Hey, and Ice Demon, greatly appreciated, definitely a thumbs up. And then there is, oh boy, Kawi Amawa Mao Shindiru? I sure hope we're close. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Sable Knox. Thank you very, very much. Zyko, greatly appreciated. Andre Mundaraka. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. And Blake Jones, greatly appreciated. Zach Jones. That's a lot of Joneses. Thank you very, very much. Impend Chaos. Thank you very much. Neo Crafter HD. Thank you. And Marco Boy 123 TV. Hey, always good to see you in comments. Thank you very, very much. And then Amanda R. Happy New Year, son of a gun. TXNYNC. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. And then Mumu, MUMU. Thank you very, very much. KASPK. I'm hoping those are just initials and not something I should be pronouncing. Thank you very, very much. Offensive name. Heck of a name. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Lang Jan. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Javier Zavila. Oh, I hope I'm close, but I know I'm not. Thank you so very, very much. And then last but not least, Scott Liker. I sure hope it's Liker. Leiker. Son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you, as stated, you get me out of my head, into the real world, dealing with actual people. Thank you so much. Again, there are comments that I said thank you to, where it was like, shut the fuck up and stuff like that. It's okay. Thank you for having left a comment. I would appreciate it if you weren't vile and unpleasant. I mean, the end result is you have to live inside of that skull. So if you have a vial inside of your skull, you have to live inside that skull. Thumbs up. But thank everyone, each and every one of you, for having left me a comment. It is appreciated. If you could check out my links down below, that would be appreciated as well. I do overuse the word appreciate a lot. Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become one of my amazing, wonderful, and beautiful Patreon.com patrons, that would be awesome. I need as much monetary help as I can get. I'm getting crushed financially here. For January, somebody helped me out incredibly, made a huge donation, and I thank you so very, very much. You took the weight off for January. Awesome. But until I can get out of here and get myself into a place by myself, I'm going to be hurting financially. So if you could help, that would be awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I would definitely appreciate that, but I would understand. My personality has turned people off my entire life. I've gone from saying hi to getting back, no, to hell with you. So if you don't like my videos, I do understand. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel, I do understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until, well, hopefully until the day I die. I plan on making videos forever. So it's a good thing. Not literally forever, but that's okay too. I've got a reaction video, forgetting English, reaction video coming up, and that's a good thing. Got a game video coming up, that's a good thing too. If I don't fall asleep like yesterday, I planned on having 2 videos and couldn't. But if I do, then I can and I will. So thumbs up on that. So you take care. have a great day today. I'm salivating like crazy around my dentures. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.